Hello, English 100 students. This is your tutorial for essay number 3, the student proposal. At the beginning of the semester, we discussed essay 3 as a pair proposal, but now since our course is online, I have revised and edited the proposal assignment to make it an independent assignment. So the first thing that I would like for you to do is go with me to ENG100 rcshs.blogspot.com, and you're going to click on Essay 3 Student Proposal. At any time during this video lecture that you need to pause and stop and catch up, please do that. So when you click on that page of the blog, you will see that I have the instructions here for you, as well as a link to the actual Google Doc assignment where I have revised and edited this assignment to make it an independent proposal versus a peer proposal. So you will work to solve Round County Senior High School's biggest problem. Please note, the problems you solve may not be related to COVID-19 in any way, even though I'm certain that that is the number one thing on everyone's mind, as well as the biggest problem that we see all over the state and country, as well as our world. So what is the problem? You get to decide. The first thing that you're going to do is create a Google Doc in Mla format and make a list of problems that you think need attention at our school. So click a new Google Doc and entitle your Google Doc with your name first. And if you want, start with E100. That will help you keep your work organized for the future. You could call this E3. And then your name. Please remember to put your doc in Mla format. Begin by inserting page numbers, and you're going to choose this first choice. Make sure you highlight it and change the font to Times New Roman 12. Don't delete the 1 because that is the page number. You're just going to click right beside it and type your last name. And then click into the body. And again, Times New Roman, font size 12. And change the paragraph alignment to double. And you type your name, your teacher's name, the course, and the date. Center, and you may give this assignment the title of Essay 3. Student proposal at the moment, and maybe highlight it so that you can remember to give it a real title when you've decided what that title will be. So the first thing that you're going to do is, we'll even make this number 1, make a list of all the issues at Rowan County Senior High School. Now, this can be anything from school lunch, smoking in the restrooms, lack of technology, and this list is going to go on and on and on and on. Try your best to at least list 10 different things. When you have created your list, you're actually going to copy and paste this list. So I highlighted it and I pressed Control-C, and then you're going to go to Blackboard and go to Our Course and Discussions and Essay 3 Topics. You're going to create a thread, and you can entitle your thread your name or just list of problems, whatever you like. And I ask you to post your top 5 problems here. And I'll just call this example. So these are the example issues that I just typed. And all you have to do is click submit. And then that thread has been created. And so remember, you just create thread and copy and paste your issues. After you have created your list of issues and you've read everybody else's issues, then you have to choose the problem that you want to focus on. And you will be creating a proposal to really solve this problem. So it should revolve around a policy or something that can be maybe not easily changed, but something that is fixable, because that's what a proposal is, a way to fix the problem, to really solve the problem. To understand proposal arguments, read Chapter 12 and watch this lecture, which is what you're doing right now, the lecture that I'm holding with you. And as far as Chapter 12 is concerned, if you have your book, then you can read that chapter on your own. And if you don't have a book, I have posted the entire chapter. I took pictures of it and posted it in a folder in Google Docs, and then I made that folder available for you. So you just click Chapter 12 on my blog and you can click through the entire chapter and read it. Finally, if you would like to have me read to you, and you could just listen to it, which means that you could do something else while you're reading the chapter, then you can click on these videos, and I read the chapter as well as inputted my own thoughts as I read to you. But reading Chapter 12 will really help you understand what a proposal is, because it isn't necessarily cut and dry, because you have to solve the problem. It's easy to complain about problems, but to fix them can be very difficult. What is in a proposal? So this is the parts of your essay. So what you should do is copy and paste these 5 pieces to your Google Doc. And we're going to make number 2 the essay. And that way you can create a subtitle for each of your parts of your essay, and you can keep these part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. I think that will make it easier for you if you simply fill in each of these different parts. So part 1, explain the problem. Why do you think it's a problem? Do other people think it's a problem? Really explain it for your audience. For example, smoking in the bathroom is not a problem for me because I don't use the school restrooms. But how can you explain to an academic audience, including teachers or people that may not use the restrooms, why this is such a problem? What are the current policies about smoking in the restroom or any other problem? And to find those current policies, you're going to have to take a look at your handbook that you got at the beginning of the year. And if you don't have a handbook, it is online on the Round County Schools website, as well as the board handbook is online as well. Part 3 is your claim. This is a statement of your solution. How will you solve the problem? How can you make it work? Why is this a sensible solution? Part 4 is research. Does this solution work? Does it work in other places? And you have to cite that information. Implementation. Will this solution be easy to implement? What are the costs? How will the solution be funded? Which is always the main issue. Step 5. You will create a Google Slides presentation to accompany the essay, as we have learned that visual arguments help to convince the reader. Add audio to talk us through it, and I highly recommend 2 different types of programs, one of which you see right here. It's called Screencastify, and the other is the one that I am currently using, which is Screencast-O-Matic. Because you can use this free recorder, you simply create an account, and you can do that through your Google account, and you launch the free recorder, and then you can have yourself in a small window, just like I am, or the screen so that we only hear you, or of course you can do the entire webcam. Totally your choice. But I really like the Screencast-O-Matic, but I also like Screencastify, which works through Google. Either way, you have to present the presentation to us. Then you're going to post your presentation on the same discussion board, Essay 3 Topics, so that we have a list of your topics, and then we have your presentation as well. And finally, you're going to provide feedback to your peers by simply clicking reply. So if I go back to the discussion board, and if this was one of my peers' works, I would simply click reply, and I can reply to their list. I think school lunch is great because it is free. How can you complain about free? So notice that my reply was more than just good job. You will be scored on your essay, your presentation, and your feedback, so you must do each. Submit an essay, submit your presentation to the discussion board, and provide feedback to one another. Essays and presentations are due on April 3rd, and today is the 22nd of March, so you have 2 weeks to complete essay number 3. And then I have included the rubric for you. And of course, you want to just go right down this distinguished row and make sure that you have all of the information in that row. And if you have any problem at any time, please reach out to me. I will be glad to FaceTime with you and help you on your proposal, or if you can email me and share your work with me and then get feedback that way, I would be happy to help you with that. So when you are ready to submit your work, you're going to create a thread in the discussion board with your presentation, and then on weekly units, you will submit your essay here for Essay 3. Again, if you need anything at all, please reach out to me. I'm always here for you. Please email me, call me, anything you need. I would be glad to hear from you and help you. Thank you.